On this episode of the Pit Therapy Podcast, me and Trevor get into the holiday spirit and go over our favorite Christmas albums, movies, and honestly anything holiday related. So thanks for jumping on and let's open this pit up.
Somebody hit somebody!
Jingo bells.
Chingo bells?
That's what- yeah. That's what we sing around the house.
I will not touch that one. You can. Well, welcome to this week's episode of the Pit Therapy Podcast. You're here with Trevor and Kyle, and Josh is on vacation in Florida. So kudos to him getting out
Yeah.
before the holidays. But
He was
Yeah, man.
he seemed pretty freaking excited for his vacation too, so I'm happy for him.
he lives for vacations, basically, it seems like. Like, he if you guys have listened to the episodes, he doesn't take sick time. He stacks up that vacay, and basically, unless it's necessary, he uses all of it to go and travel and to have fun. And so kudos to Josh.
We can all learn from him.
We can. A little bit jealous. So we'll have to catch up with him next week. But what's new, man?
Not much, dude. Just trying to get through this cold front right now.
How cold is it down there?
It's like mid 50s.
Which Texas weather. Dude, that's so weird.
I don't know. It is super weird. Like there's still leaves on the tree. There's leaves on the trees still.
Okay.
And it's like about to be December.
Yeah.
It's super weird putting up Christmas decorations and listening to Christmas music when it's 70 degrees outside. But I would be perfectly content if I never saw snow again. So I like it.
Oh, good on you. It is currently, how cold here? Probably like low 20s, I'd say.
Yeah, it's miserable.
And 26 is what it feels like outside currently. And we had fog that settled in today. Whenever you have fog and it's in the 20s, that's when it's rough.
Yeah.
Because you take your hands out of your pockets and it literally feels like they're starting to freeze and stuff.
That's what like majority, I mean, you go like Denver, not even Denver. Yeah, Denver. Well, not even Denver because it gets pretty humid in Denver because there's like tornadoes and stuff. You have to have humidity for that. But so like west of Denver, it's just dry, right? People talk about a dry heat, but there's also like a dry cold because you go to
Yeah.
Chicago or Minnesota or Ohio. We don't talk about Ohio because the place sucks. And it's like super humid and the cold's just like, it's bitter feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Like you said, you take your hands out and it's like icicles just cutting through your hand. It's terrible.
Right. I mean, that is the one perk about Utah. Like, sure, it gets into the 20s, but with it being dry, creates the greatest snow on earth, bro. It's fantastic.
There's no such thing because all snow sucks.
Oh, you're crazy. You used to ski, man.
I know, but I hate it. I reconnected with an old friend that is from Fairbanks, Alaska. And I was talking to him. I didn't know he's back living there, but we FaceTimed and he kept saying that like, yeah, you know, now that it's winter and stuff. And I was like, it didn't really set in with me because I was like, it doesn't feel like winter down here.
Yeah.
You know? But he kept saying winter because he's up in Fairbanks. It's like, he said the high is 16 degrees.
That's crazy.
I couldn't do it. I would just die.
Yeah, that's too much. Like, I like the snow. I like all 4 seasons, and I'm all good for it because I am a skier. I enjoy that aspect of things, but that's too brutal.
You are a pretty good skier. I remember skiing with you a couple times. You're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm older now. I don't tend to hit the terrain park that often or anything. I try to even avoid the trees at this point for the most part.
You should always avoid trees.
Depends. depends on if you're a social media person who needs some good content.
Yeah, true. So okay, maybe that's how we get famous. Trevor, go ski into a tree.
Done. No, we'll see. I'm hoping for a good year. We had a pretty good year last year. Hopefully it kind of continues on because we had a couple years of just trash before that. And when it's like a crappy snow year, it just sucks here.
Yeah.
Like you know, if the skiing's not good, it's just miserable. It's like spring can't get here soon enough. But no, I'm for the most part, I do enjoy it. So looking forward to our first snowfall. Got something?
What? I was just gonna say, in lines with that, it's Christmas time,
Yeah.
so
Yep. So we're gonna talk Christmas music today.
I was trying to help you segue, but you
I'm
just
not
stared at
taking.
me like something was wrong. So
Listen, man.
hey,
Like we're talking Christmas music today. I'm apparently the Scrooge of the bunch. I don't know, man. Christmas music doesn't do for me. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about why you like it so much. And the thing is, like, I have Christmas albums that I'm very nostalgic for, and Christmas songs I'm very nostalgic for. And I don't dislike the holidays. So I think that this is what, like, this was the question I had. Why are there so many angsty anti-holiday songs kind of thing, which I actually enjoy?
what do you
But
mean by that?
like you listen to any punk Christmas song, it's anti-holiday. Like go listen to the new Dragged Under holiday song and it's just like Christmas F off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but see, I also, and we can get into it in a second, but I also listen to Bad Religion singing "Hark the Herald Angels Sing," and they're like
Yeah.
a super anti-religion band, and they're singing. They sing like "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen."
That's probably tongue in cheek for them.
Sure,
So
but they still did it, and it was good.
sure. But that's what I'm saying. Just like if someone's gonna write a new holiday song, typically it's not promoting the holidays, it's against the holidays.
So that's part of the discussion, though, right? Is like old versus new as well. Because I don't know that I really like these new Christmas songs.
Well, I mean,
I like the remakes of the older ones, but I don't really like the new ones. There's only one person that I feel like has made a good new recent Christmas song in the past like 15 years, and that's Kelly
okay.
Clarkson.
Oh gosh.
Don't even. Don't even.
We
This is
could
going to be
talk
a
about
super
this.
short episode if that's how you're going to treat Kelly
No,
Clarkson.
man, no,
I'm
man.
probably going to talk about her a lot.
You can talk about her all you want. So, first off, okay, what was in terms of music your holiday December upbringing? Was it constantly playing in your house?
Yeah.
Like, so is that part of the nostalgia and stuff? Like, first, who were you listening to and all of that stuff?
Okay, I don't think that liking Christmas music for me is a nostalgia factor. I genuinely like it. Sure, it brings back memories, but I don't listen to it because it makes me feel nostalgic. I listen to it because I genuinely like the music.
Yeah, that's such a bad take.
Seriously, man. Oh, you're probably gonna like go around, like you probably go around and tell kids that Santa is real. Let's just see. This is how I feel like you feel about Christmas. So
No, see,
look,
that's the thing. I like the holidays, man. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. But walking around and literally going Christmas shopping from each department store and hearing the same thing for hours on end, it's so overplayed, it's overdone. The radio stations kill it. It's too much for me.
dude, it's like 2 months of the year.
2 months out of 12? Like
Yeah.
you gotta break it up, man. You
No,
gotta break it up.
you're better off getting it all done in one shot, which is why it's fine. But
Okay, so you
look,
can have 2 weeks then. Don't get this 2-month thing.
no,
It's too
dude,
long.
I think I said it a couple pods ago. November 1st, my tree's up. 100%. Trees are up, lights are going up, we're decorating. I am in the Yuletide spirit. So
Okay, so let's break this down, man. Why?
I just like it, man. Like 10 months out of the year suck. And these 2 months suck too, but they suck less because you can tell yourself like it's Christmas. I can lie to myself for 2 months and enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I mean, we don't have to get into like backstories and history of life and stuff, but like Christmas time just was always festive for me when the rest of the year, not really. Right.
Okay.
So just this mentality of I can go into the Christmas spirit and be festive, be bubbly and all that crap. I like it. And I think that people should carry that attitude over throughout the year. But if you're going to do it only for 2 months, then I'll take it, you know?
Okay. Okay. So does this come from your mom, your dad? Was it your brothers? Like who brought that 2 month of festivity for you?
My whole family, like extended family, we used to always get together. We used to always have like the coolest like Christmas Eve parties. And the other thing is like Christmas time usually means like lots of basketball, lots of football,
Sure.
like fun sports stuff. And the only thing I hated about it was the cold weather, but it just all the things I liked usually started happening around this time of the year. So I don't know. I just have always had like a really positive soft spot for Christmas, and I love it every year. So
Sure. And that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense to me, just knowing your background, your history and stuff.
how
Like
did Santa Claus hurt you? Let's hear about that.
Listen, I've said it like 4 times already. Like, I actually really like Christmas.
Yeah.
I like the holidays. It's just the music that it's just too much for me.
So
And
before we, okay, sorry, go ahead.
no. Before we
Oh.
what?
I was just going to say, before we get into the actual music part of it, though, the other thing I wanted to bring up about loving Christmas is 2 of my favorite movies of all time. Like, if you put a list of top 10 movies, these 2 movies are making the top 10, and it's Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2.
Okay.
I've watched them every single year that I can remember. Every year. I've never missed a year.
Sure.
Like, ever.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
I lived in
great.
Mexico for 2 years. I watched Home Alone.
Make
Both
sure,
those years.
make sure you watched Home Alone.
Yeah.
Did you do it in Spanish subtitles or anything?
No, nope.
Come
watched it in
on, man.
English. No, I'm not. Look, that's like sacred stuff to me.
No, that's funny. But for me, that movie is a Christmas story. Like
Okay.
A Christmas Story is the one. They play it for like 24 hours straight on, it used to be TBS or whatever, I think. And me and my sisters would watch that movie probably like 4 times
Yeah.
between like Christmas Eve and Christmas, just because it was just constantly on. So that was one for us. Home Alone definitely got played a lot, but the other one, the Santa Claus, man.
Oh yeah, with Tim Allen. Oh heck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I saw? We pointed this out that throughout the movie, after he becomes Santa Claus, throughout the movie, you can see elves. Like
Oh, really?
sprinkled out. Yeah, like in the background. Like the scene where he's watching his son play soccer and there's a line of
Uh-huh.
kids. If you like stop it and zoom in, there's one of the elves standing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
throughout the movie, after he becomes Santa Claus and he's like just hanging around his normal life, there's elves like all around because they're like watching Santa.
I'll have to go watch
Think about
that
it
now.
this year when you watch it. Yeah. Blew my mind
Okay.
because I've seen that movie hundreds of times,
Yeah. No, I like that one. Number 2 was okay. These new ones on like Disney Plus and stuff, not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I hate when they ruin something that was good. You
Oh,
know?
Home Alone's the same way, dude. It's like Home Alone 34. Like,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
We've watched all of them. My girls really like, I think it's probably just number 3 with the one where they actually switch the kid and he has the bowl cut.
Yeah, it's the third one where he's got
Yeah.
chicken pox.
Yes.
Yeah.
my girls have liked that one. So we watched that one quite a bit. But then we do the classics, the Grinch.
Jim
that
Carrey
one,
or animated?
both.
Both.
The new animated too.
That one was so good. It was with Benedict Rugby Match. What's his name?
Cumberbatch.
Oh yeah.
And wasn't it Tyler the Creator who redid the song?
I think so. Yeah. The animated one with him was with Barnable Cumber Squat. It was really good.
No, it was good. So we watched that a lot. My girls will watch The Grinch throughout the year. Like they love those movies. So we have that a lot playing.
So the rumor is that Jim Carrey's coming back for a second one.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how do you do the second Grinch? I don't know. Is there like a
his heart shrinks again and he
maybe, I don't know. His heart is too big and he has to like carry it around in a wheelbarrow or something, and
the Grinch goes to the afterworld and he meets Satan.
He goes to the afterworld and what's the guy from Nightmare on
No, man. Satan's Dave Grohl, man. We're going Tenacious D on it.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Jim Carrey with Tenacious D and Dave Grohl. I'd pay to watch that.
Yeah. That's a
So
cameo that I'm surprised we didn't get because I know that Jim Carrey's like a big metalhead.
yeah, that is true. So okay, for me, in terms of holidays and stuff, I've got a huge family, extended family, all of that stuff. So we same thing. Growing up on my dad's side, we used to rent out like a pool and we'd all go swimming and we'd have a big dinner and stuff like that. On my mom's side, we have like 4 family parties. My wife is always like, you can pick 2. Like we can't go to them all kind of thing. Because like no lie, at one point there was like we would get together and we would do like a cookie exchange. Then we would get together and we'd go caroling. Then we get together, we do a talent show. Then we get together Christmas morning, we watch a family movie that we all do. And then we got together for New Year's kind of thing. In a matter of like a month, we had like 5 events. And my wife is just like we can't do this all the time.
Yeah.
So we still tend to hit about 2 or 3, and the family started to kind of move to different places, so we don't do quite as much, but we have at least 2 every year still.
I never caroled growing up.
Really?
Yeah, but when we moved down to Texas and we made some friends here, 2 years ago we started like caroling with them, but it's Texas, so they would get a big hay bale and pull it behind a truck.
Yeah.
And then we would all just sit on the hay bale and sing and stuff. And seriously, the first year we probably had like 40 of us out in the street.
Yeah.
With like families and their kids and stuff singing. And it was like actually kind of fun. Like it's kind of cool. I was okay with it.
I'm not opposed to it. Like I've been doing it literally my whole life. And so I've grown up doing it and really didn't know anything different. We always go to my grandparents' neighborhood, who they really enjoyed taking Christmas gifts around to their neighbors. Just like a little like Merry Christmas. It was usually like a thing of jam or something that my grandpa had bottled.
Sure.
And my grandpa is a little bit crazy. Like we're all a little bit crazy on my mom's side. But he is very, I don't know the best way to describe him. He does things without thinking. And so when you talk about like a hay bale behind a truck, my grandpa has like a trailer that we load people onto. But if you're within 5 feet of it and he's making a turn, you will get ran over. My wife had her foot ran over by my grandpa's trailer. Yeah. So, and he doesn't even think, he just goes kind of thing. And love him, but it gets a little bit crazy. So, but yeah, no, I love the holidays. I love this time of year and everything involved with it. The actual Christmas music is just, it's not for me, man. That's where it's just like not for me. Like I said, the hours of being in department stores, the constant on the radio, just the nonstop of like the classics is just too much. But I do have albums that I really do enjoy. And if I'm going to listen to Christmas music, these are what I'm going to put on. So we're going to start getting into some lists.
Yeah, let's get into some of them.
All right. So the number 1, I'm going to just start with the best one first. James Taylor at Christmas.
Okay.
My parents are big James Taylor fans. Like this was the style of music that was playing around my house growing up. A lot of country, a lot of folk music.
Yeah.
Winter Wonderland, Go Tellin' on the Mountain. Like it's the classic songs, but they're very folksy. And if you listen to James Taylor, like he does them very well. And so this was the one album where when it came out, I think it was like 2006, I bought it for my parents and it was kind of on repeat. This is what we'd put the tree up to, more or less. So that is probably my number 1. What do you got? What's your...
I can't say that like albums are my favorite.
All right. Well, let's talk about songs. Maybe don't shoot your load with number 1, but...
All right. I'll just start going through some of the ones that I like. So
give me some and we'll talk about them. We'll talk about how wrong you are and how crappy they are. So
I'm a huge fan of like the traditional ones. So you go through any of the like original Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Jingle Bell Rock, like all that stuff, A Holly Jolly Christmas, I'm all down for it. I'll listen to all those.
Okay.
Right. So, and that's the way that I have had to kind of like break this up when I'm thinking about the Christmas music that I like. Cause there's like the oldies, which I'm 100% down with. I love, I'll listen to it all on repeat year after year. Okay. Favorite older song, 100%. And if this doesn't say enough about who I am, then I don't know what else will. But my all-time favorite Christmas song from the oldies is Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. It's one of the greatest Christmas songs ever made, dude.
I mean, that is you to a T.
Isn't
So it really is.
Dude, my son, we blast that song all the time through Christmas and sing it. And he laughs so hard because him and my mom are like, have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
And he just cracks up because he keeps saying, like, could you imagine? They call my mom Gaga.
Okay.
Like, could you imagine if Gaga got ran over by a reindeer?
Oh,
And they
my
just start
gosh.
laughing for like hours, dude. It's incredible. So
And the one thing about them laughing for hours is I can literally see that happening because I saw Hot Rod with you in the movie theater, and during the cool bean scene, you couldn't catch your breath.
no, dude, there's
Literally from that point forward, you laughed the rest of the movie, and it was all based on that one scene. So, yeah, I could totally see your kid
that episode's
laughing
really
at the
awesome.
thought of your mom getting ran over by a reindeer.
So, all the Frank Sinatra Christmas stuff, top notch, dude. That guy rocks. I'm trying to think of the other one. Feliz Navidad, obviously, classic. The original Frosty the Snowman from Gene Autry, like all that stuff, dude. I'm totally down with all of it. So I don't really know what else to say about that because it's all the originals that you hate that you say get overplayed, right?
So, as you're talking about them, my girls, they're in dance now, and we are listening to this music a lot more. When there's something involved with it, I don't hate it as much. Like if I'm going to go watch my girls do a performance or something, they're dancing to Rocking Around the Christmas Tree or Holly Jolly Christmas or Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. Like there's performances to that, right? That's palatable to me. When I'm driving around town, I'm not turning on the Christmas station and singing along to this kind of thing. But
It's unfortunate.
I've come back around on some of that older stuff just because of the performance aspects.
Okay.
So I do enjoy that. I'm an album guy, man.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Spotify Wrapped just came out. I got the title of Hypnotic or some BS or something like that. And literally the definition of it is you will listen to an album front to end without stopping, like unless it like kills you, essentially.
You, man.
And like that's who I am. I just listen to them front to back. Jewel. Have you ever heard the Jewel Christmas album?
No. I mean, Jewel was not like, okay, James Taylor
James Taylor.
was a person that I would have listened to in my house. So I'm okay with that. Jewel was not.
Oh man,
So
why?
I have not heard. That just wasn't my family, man.
It's like the same kind of music. Like that's
Not really.
they're both folksy.
Yeah, but when you start getting too much into like a country twist, that's when it got.
Yeah, see, and that's the vein that I came from. I came from country and then folk was on top. And so she bleeds the line, like you said, between country and folk.
Yeah.
And so this was right in my family's wheelhouse. But it's actually pretty good. And if you want to talk about the classics, you know, Joy to the World, Oh Holy Night, Silent Night, Winter Wonderland, like those are the songs that she's singing. And she's a really good vocalist. So, you know,
Yeah. Okay.
this was another one. This came out in 99. So this was actually more kind of my earlier childhood kind of thing.
So not the classics from like 1930s, but still a classic though, right?
When I say the classics, I'm talking about like the actual songs themselves were the classics with then
Okay.
her twist on it.
Okay.
And I'm talking like the old school classics. Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem, the hymn book classics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's the kind of stuff we're getting to.
Okay.
So
I'll check it out. I'm cool with it because again, I love Christmas music. So let's
you know
go.
what?
You know,
As much as you're saying all of this, I actually think that this would be an album that you could put on, and knowing your family, I think your family would actually get behind it too.
okay.
So give Jewel a
Note
listen.
note taken on Jewel.
Jewel, the album is Joy, a holiday collection.
There you go. All right.
Oh.
So my next little section then is like more modern version of Christmas stuff. So you've got like, okay, right out the gate, dude, I'm gonna say Kelly Clarkson. She, from a vocal standpoint, and I don't care if people give me hate for this, she's one of the greatest vocalists of our time. She's unbelievable, dude. I don't
We've
know.
said
Do you
this
ever listen to
before.
her? Like, do you honestly listen to her though? Have you
No.
ever really? Okay.
No.
Well, I might shoot you some stuff because it's insane. She released a bunch of Christmas albums. Hold on, let me get them pulled up. And they're freaking solid, man. She released one, I want to say it was last year. No, it was 2021. Yeah, 2021. It's called When Christmas Comes Around.
Okay.
I want to say this was like pretty close to her divorce. So kind of like you were saying, some of her Christmas songs were like, dang, that's depressing for a Christmas song.
Sure.
Like I'm trying to feel good, but the song's a banger, so I'm going to listen to it. But she has a Christmas song with Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
I'm not a country fan, but when it bleeds into blues, I can listen to it, so I don't mind Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
But her song "Glow" with Chris Stapleton is, from a modern Christmas standpoint, one of the best songs that's come out in like 20 years. Not even kidding. So
Nice.
she's
I gotcha.
spectacular. All of her Christmas stuff. I listen to that a lot during the seasons. What are the other ones? Michael Bublé, obviously.
Sure.
Don't shrug your little head like
Sure,
that.
sure.
No, dude, they're great. And then
Josh Groban on your list then?
actually, no, I don't like his Christmas song.
Oh, dude.
I know it's weird. It makes no sense, but I don't like him. What was I gonna say? The one that's gonna get me a lot of flack from my wife, because this is like one of my celebrity crushes, you know?
Okay.
Freaking, and you probably remember this because I had her album, but Leona Lewis,
Really?
her Christmas album is super good.
Huh.
You're looking it up, dude. Yeah. Because first of all, I don't know why. There's always, I feel like with all of us, there's always been one of those weird pop stars that like we kind of liked.
You went through a few of them, man.
I went
Let's
through a
be
few of 'em.
honest. You went through a few of them.
We had a couple friends that had theirs as well.
Oh, yeah.
I could never get into Nelly Furtado, but one of our friends was obsessed with her for a while. You know, and Leona
Yeah.
Lewis was that for me. So
Okay.
her Christmas album, dude, super freaking solid.
All
Totally
right.
down with it.
All right. And how did you get into these? Was it just the radio? Was it
So my wife's a big pop head. I don't think that outside of Michael Bublé, because I did know who Michael Bublé was before,
okay?
but like Kelly Clarkson and Leona Lewis and those ones, I would have never found those if it wasn't for my wife.
Okay.
So, and she
Okay.
really likes that stuff. My kids really like it. And honestly, like I'm not going to sit down and listen to like non-Christmas Kelly Clarkson.
Sure.
I respect some of her songs and music and stuff, but I'm not going to sit down and listen to her albums. Her Christmas stuff absolutely will, though.
I gotcha. See, and my wife, when it comes to Christmas, she wants the 50s, the 60s, the Bing Crosbys
Uh-huh.
and stuff. She wants department store style Christmas music playing through the house.
There's like a place for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you say no, but normal people
listen,
agree.
I'm
that there's
not
a place
saying
for
no.
it.
It's fine. It's just too long. It's too long, man. We got to limit it. So
let me ask you this though.
okay.
Where do you and your wife stand on the controversy with Baby It's Cold Outside?
I mean, the lyrics are creepy.
Yeah.
There's no way to dispute that.
Yeah.
But Will Ferrell and Zoe Deschanel, pretty good combo on Elf. So
Oh, it's true.
you know, it's
a good movie.
It's a great movie, man. Dude, there's so many good comedy Christmas movies.
Do you know, okay, Elf has been out for like 15 years now.
That surprises me. It's only 15.
Oh, really?
I feel like I've watched Elf forever.
Yeah, but I feel like that movie.
But no, think
Oh,
about this.
2003.
Yeah,
2003, dude.
we would have been 17 if it was only 15 years ago.
No, so we were 13.
So
when we watched that.
20.
But
Yeah,
that's
20
crazy
years.
though, dude. It does not feel like it's been that long. I don't know.
See,
We're getting old.
20 years. That makes more sense to me because I've watched Elf for a long time. That's
Yeah.
another one. We watched, we actually went to the Elf play the other day.
Oh, yeah, we were thinking about going to that. They've got one down here too.
It's, meh.
Okay, never mind then. Thank you.
Yeah. It's not necessary. Like, they do some line for line stuff, and the main character that we had, Buddy, he was pretty good at ours. So he kind of carried the show, but there was a lot of weird additional songs and dialogue that didn't fit the same vibe as the movie. So
Okay.
it was fine.
Yeah.
You probably should have your wife text my wife and ask a better opinion than mine. But
I just don't know how. There's some movies that I just don't know how you do in plays, and that's one because no one will ever be Will Ferrell as Buddy. So
right. And that's the hard part. And if you're going to a play, it's typically a more musical type of thing. And the other songs that they made just didn't feel right.
yeah.
So I don't know.
Since we're kind of on a weird tangent, I
Yeah.
want to ask you this too because it kind of fits in. But how do you feel about this weird resurrection of Nutcrackers?
Like the
You heard about this?
actual like on the wall will character
Yeah, like a
things.
little,
Yeah.
like an actual, like the
We got,
soldier.
we got a couple
No,
around our
but it
house.
is like blown up recently. Everyone's losing their mind over these like specialty Nutcrackers.
Are they doing like classics though, or are they doing like unique ones? Like, do they have like Guardians of the Galaxy and MCU type
There's
of?
unique ones, but they're huge. They're like 3 feet tall. People are
Yeah.
spending. My wife was telling me that people are spending like $4 grand on. Sorry, she's telling me that they're spending like $4 grand on Nutcrackers.
Dude,
You know?
this goes back to the
And I'm like,
conversation we
I'll give you a
just had.
Nutcracker for free. So
This goes back to the conversation we just had on the last episode, though, about people will just pay stupid prices for stupid things. And so a Nutcracker is a very nostalgic thing. It is very in line with Christmas. And so if you grew up and your grandparents had like a collection of Nutcrackers, you're going to be like, okay, cool. I'll start collecting that. Let me go get a couple. And if they're MCU characters, even better, right?
yeah.
So the one thing we got to look for is the first hardcore band that brings a Nutcracker out. That's wearing like a hardcore merch shirt or something.
Yeah, that'd be
So
cool. We should
maybe like
maybe
emo cut or something.
maybe we'll make a Pit Therapy Nutcracker.
Let's do it. Davey Havoc. I think Davey Havoc, Miss Murder style with the bangs coming down, white. There you go. AFI. I just gave you the next $4,000 item you're gonna sell.
You can sell it next year, $250 vinyl collection.
God, dude, just
woof.
You know what? There we go. Love Like Winter paired with the Nutcracker collector's edition. Perfect 7-inch. There we go.
Don't give them ideas.
It's coming, man. See, I could be an idea guy. I could be an idea guy.
You're an idea guy. Sure. This is a pretty strange idea, but yeah.
You're the one who said there's $4,000 Nutcrackers. I can jump on that bandwagon.
That's not me doing that though. Yeah. So what's another album you got?
It starts to then just get into soundtracks. So like the Grinch soundtrack, like
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Like things that you would see on the movies. Because that I'm nostalgic for. Like if it was in a movie and I laughed at the movie and like I have fun with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm a soundtrack guy at that point. I'll just say I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but our scene has done Christmas music wrong. Do you like our scene's Christmas music? Do you like?
Absolutely.
Okay. Maybe I'm listening to the wrong stuff, but this is what I'm talking. This is where we started. Everything is just so anti, and I don't like it.
So I think you might be listening to some of the wrong Christmas music. So first of all, we'll just not the elephant in the room, but the obvious one, the low hanging fruit here is the August Burns Red Christmas stuff.
That's different. Like August Burns Red, very instrumental. They killed it,
Sure, I
right?
know.
That falls in like Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and that like at that point, all of that stuff's grouped together, and
I
that's
used
awesome.
I used to
I'm
go to
talking
them
like
like every year.
punk. I remember you going to them
Yeah, I
actually.
used to go to
So
them like every year. Sick. Another one just to get this one out of the way too.
okay,
I guess just bringing up albums. I don't know why I didn't think of this originally, but Dustin Kensrue has a Christmas album
yeah,
that is
that's good.
phenomenal. It is
Yeah,
so good.
and
But oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the other one that I thought of, and I went back and actually listened to it this week. It more or less is just a Christian worship album, but the Almost No Gift to Bring.
I don't like it.
No,
As I've gotten older, am having a harder time with Aaron.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having a harder time getting behind the Almost and like his solo stuff. So
I still like it. I thought it was. I enjoy it. It is. It's not Christmas anymore. It's Christian worship. Like you'd hear it if you went to a
like church or something on
yeah,
Christmas or something like that.
yeah, exactly. Who plays rock music?
Yeah.
So it's they did the Little Drummer Boy, that cover. I really like that cover of it. I thought that was really good. But yeah, I mean, there's just not too
So
much.
yeah, let me give you some examples of what I think you're listening to wrong.
Okay. No, tell me. I seriously want to know.
Newfound Glory's got a bunch of cool Christmas stuff.
Like
Have
what?
you listened to much of like Newfound Glory's acoustic music?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, then you'll like their Christmas stuff.
Okay.
So a couple of them are like songs that I don't really know about. Like one's called "Nothing for Christmas," and I don't really know that song. It's not like a. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's not like a well-known Christmas song that I know, right?
Like that's my question. Is it a song that they wrote, and is it one that's just like not really
Yeah. So they've got a
Christmassy?
whole and they have a whole album they came out with 2 years ago that was the Christmas music. It's a holiday album. It's really good.
Okay.
It's not any of the like classics redone, at least that I know. Some of these might be,
But
it's
is
really
it
good.
Happy Christmas?
Yeah.
It's not the sad boy, hate the
No,
world,
I
hate
mean,
the holidays.
okay, so it's Newfound Glory, so obviously they've got a couple of those,
Okay.
but they're not bad. So
Like being sad you're not with family, that's fine.
yeah,
Saying Christmas F off, that's where I'm like, yeah, I don't care for that.
yeah.
Um,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, the ones that came to mind for me is This Holiday from Dragged Under. They put one out like that. Happy Holidays from Blink 182. You know, there's like those ones. Is it Not Another Christmas Song? Where
I don't remember that one.
the like overly aggressive Christmas song by Blink. Anyways,
I don't remember that one.
you don't listen to Blink. I
don't
need
listen to
Josh here
Blink.
for that.
I know.
So,
My Chemical Romance has a couple Christmas songs. Not bad.
okay.
Like they've got All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
Okay. One of my favorite ones is No Doubt, Oi to the World.
Way to the world. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Rise Against, Making Christmas, really good. Weezer's got a whole bunch of Christmas songs that are worth listening to.
Okay.
Some of them though are like sound too much like Weezer, not enough like Christmas music. Not that I'm
And
against
that's
Weezer.
a bad thing.
No, I'm not against. I actually really like Weezer. But it's got to be more Christmassy, in my opinion. 4 Year Strong. Do you like 4 Year Strong Christmas song? So I think they did the Home Alone one, right?
Did they? I don't know if I've listened to it. Maybe I have.
Okay, well, bummer
So-
because it's pretty good. What are some of the other ones? Hold on. Dropkick Murphys. Have you heard the Dropkick Murphys Christmas song?
The Seasons Upon Us.
Yeah,
That one. Yeah.
it's a super depressing song lyrically, but the music's really good at it. But it makes me laugh way hard.
See, like that's the stuff. I'm just like I don't love it. You know.
But that's such a weird take because you don't like Christmas music, but then you don't like the music that pokes fun at the Christmas music.
I just would rather there be no Christmas music. We'll just put it that way. No, I'm just
weird.
kidding. I don't know. Like, I've never like sought it out. I guess that's probably the best way to describe it. So it's never been something where I'm like, oh, MXPX just dropped a Christmas cover. I'm gonna go listen to that.
Which their Christmas
Or
cover is really good.
yeah, I'm flipping through a list right now, and that was the first name I saw, which
Did
is
you
why I
listen?
shouted them out.
Did you listen to the Real Big Fish Christmas album?
No, that's the thing. Like, I'm sure I've heard all of it, but I probably listened to it once and I probably called it good.
It's called Happy Scala Days,
Okay.
and they have a song called Carol the Beers, which is just them saying beer to the sound of Carol the Beer.
Carol of the Bells.
Yeah, but it's they're saying beer instead of the bell sounds. They're going beer, 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 beer,
Oh,
and
really?
burp during it and stuff. Dude, it's freaking funny. But they
Oh,
do
man.
have a like legit version of We Bounced Around Too Many Albums. They've got Grandma Got Ran Over. Yeah, that's right. Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, and it's like a ska version of it.
Okay.
It's amazing.
All right. I'll have to check that one out. So, yeah, I don't know, man. In terms, like I said, I've got a couple albums that I do like and I do enjoy. If it's related to something like with my kids, I'm all for it. I don't want to walk around the mall and listen to it all day long. Like I Black Friday shopping, it's I hate it. I hate it, man. I don't want to walk around Target listening to it.
Well, I don't hate Black Friday because of the music.
Black Friday's fine, man. We talked about this. There needs to be some more throwdowns.
Yeah, you should be listening to August Burns Red Christmas while they're opening the department stores. It would have been perfect.
Dude, I was so disappointed on Black Friday this year. It's just not even the same. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Do not go out on Black Friday. It's not worth your time.
Well, they don't even do Black Friday. It's like the whole week now. Like,
I know. But
whatever.
like even the last couple of years, Target still had a decent section of like their discounted movies and things like that we usually would go and buy 4 or 5 movies for like $8 a piece because they always had digital codes that we would then put on kids' tablets and things. This year, no lie, the display was like between clothing racks and it was just like one sheet. There was like 12 movies on it and they were like $12 and only like 4 of them had digital codes. And I was like, it was dumb. I'm just gonna say, Black Friday this year was dumb.
The most like first world problem I've ever heard in my entire life.
Whatever, man. Everyone likes a good Black Friday deal. I don't care what part of the world you're in.
Yeah. Do other places do it?
Everyone in the U.S.
All right. I guess we are the center of everything.
I mean, right?
I hope at this point people have learned that we're pretty much sarcastic about
90% of what we say.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are the holiday plans now that you're down in Texas, Tejas?
Not much. My wife's got family in, and my wife is Latina, so we have Latino Christmas parties. So it's massive speakers with music, karaoke. We move all the furniture and dance till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
So we are going to have some great TikTok content coming up, right?
Maybe. I don't know. But probably not. Like her immediate family, there's probably not enough alcohol involved. So
I'm pretty sure I can text your wife and get a couple good clips.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
mean,
man, this boy can dance. All right. I've been to like some Latin dance. I've been to Latin dance. Oh yeah, I can. I
You
definitely
can't dance, bro.
I've been to Latin dance clubs, and I'm not the worst white person in there. So that's all I care about is that I'm not the worst. I could be the second worst, and that's fine. But I'm not the worst, and I'm proud of that fact.
As long as you end up with a couple boots with like the 12-inch like points on the front, like go elf style on it, throw a couple elf ears on, and then bust out some August Burns Red karaoke. You look like Jake from August Burns Red. So we'll just say you're Jake.
I'm like the Wish version of Jake because I'm fat and he's pretty yoked. So I'm like the we've got Jake at home type, you know. So Yeah. What about you though, man? What are you doing?
Yeah, so our in-laws, well, my in-laws, my wife's parents just went back home, back east. They are spending it out there with her sister who lives back by them. And so it'll just be the couple Christmas parties I referenced earlier. We are doing the caroling. We are still on that trend. And we will do the one we do like it, we call it the chowder party, where we all get together and we have clam chowder and do like a talent show.
Okay.
So, I come from it's kind of weird, man, but I actually I come from actually a really talented family. People who can play the piano, who play guitar.
What do you do?
Dude, I can play the piano, man.
You stand up?
I play the guitar. Dude, I'm not funny, man. Like,
Trevor's up there doing. He's reenacting Shakespeare in front
oh,
of.
bro, man. If I tried to do stand up, it would be like, I'd get booed off the stage at my family reunion. It's that level of cringe.
That's pretty crazy.
But no, we have with my daughters, I'll probably find a song. The one that we're going to try to do is we're trying to buy recorders and teach my kids the Nacho Libre theme.
Okay.
And I'll play guitar and they'll play the recorder. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think that would be hilarious.
Dress them up like it too.
Oh, dude. Maybe we'll all go as, maybe I'll have my kids all as Chancho.
Yeah, you can wear like Lucha Libre.
And I'll go as
Luchador.
Luchador. Yeah. Maybe get my wife a nun outfit.
Yeah, we're gonna see that on the internet. And you're gonna be canceled pretty hard, but all right.
Listen, man. Everyone knows that reference. Everyone knows Nacho Libre. We're good.
Yeah.
So
Um,
no, we'll do that.
Cool. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It'll be fun. It'll be good. And we've got a couple, winter recitals for my girls, which is always a good time.
I'm glad we did this. It's a great time of the year. I hope people enjoy it. I hope they can find some cool Christmas music to listen to if they're like you and don't like it. So
yeah, I mean, come at me, bro. That's all I gotta say. So, I mean, again, you already are saying I'm 0 for 2 on stuff. I'm gonna go 0 for 3 on this. I know I'm gonna get the hate. So we'll just dig a bigger deficit.
I get it being overdone, but I like it. It's the good kind.
I gotta get 0 for 6, get 6 feet deep, right? Then I can call it quits. So cool. Well, man, happy holidays to you. We're gonna catch Josh next week. We'll get back on a band next week, and then we'll go from there.
It's your pick, right?
Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do for it. I'm kind of baffled at this point. So we'll have to maybe discuss.
Okay.
But, all right, bro. Well, we will catch you soon.
Okay. See you, dude.
Peace.